Hey everybody, Zelda Pro 064 here today. I'm doing my very first tier list video on this tier list website. I've seen a lot of people do stuff like these and I've always wanted to do one, so now I'm doing one with Zelda because I am Zelda Pro 064. So here's the thing. I'm going to be ranking these based on how much I enjoy them, not necessarily how good the game is or how popular the game is. Like, there's some of the games in here that a lot of people would consider like S or A tier that I'd probably consider more B or C tier. And that's not a reflection of how the game itself is, it's just how much I enjoy it. So yeah, just a little heads up for that. If you want to see me do an actual tier list for these games, like where I think they actually should be based on just other people's thoughts and just the game in general, other than my own personal opinion, let me know in the comments below. So let's get into it. So we got the original Legend of Zelda here. I actually really like the original Legend of Zelda, but I've never actually beaten it because it's very hard. Part of me kind of wants to put it at A, but I don't think I enjoy it that much, so I'm probably going to put it at B. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, then we got Wind Waker. I love half of Wind Waker. You get through the first 3 dungeons, and then you get the Wind Temple and Earth Temple. I do not like those dungeons. Then you get the whole Triforce quest, and then you got to go back and refight all the bosses again, like for the final dungeon. I don't know, but the final boss is 10 out of 10. Part of me really wants to put this at A, but considering how much of the game I just like don't enjoy sometimes, I'm considering B, but I think I feel pretty good about Wind Waker at A. If I feel like changing it later, maybe I will, but yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, so Hyrule Warriors. I like Hyrule Warriors, but I don't like it enough to put it up here. So I'm probably going to put it down here. I don't think it deserves to be at the bottom, because I do think it's a good game. It's very solid. It's a lot of replayability just because of, all the different missions and stuff you can do in the maps. The maps were crazy, everything that they added into the game, but I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of the style, so I'm gonna put it at a C. Okay, Four Swords Adventures. I have not played this one very much, and I have a very hard time getting into it. I can tell this game would be a lot more fun if I had other people to play it with. I've only played it solo, so just for that sole fact alone, I've got to put it down here, just because I really don't have that much experience with it. And it's really not that fun to play by yourself. Okay, so here we got A Link to the Past with the Four Swords thing. So this is where people might get a little upset at me. I don't really care for A Link to the Past that much, and I've tried really hard to get into this game, and I know a lot of people would put this at S or A tier, but I just don't care for it that much. But the original Four Swords was actually the first Zelda game I've ever played, though. I played it on the DSi, like when they had it like as a separate thing that you could play. And that was my first Zelda game, so it's pretty nostalgic to me. But it's also not my favorite either. So like, the thing is, A Link to the Past is still not that bad. So I feel pretty good putting it at a B. Minish Cap. I love Minish Cap. This game is so good. And this is the first one I almost feel like putting at S tier, honestly. Did I put this on an S or A? I think this game deserves S. I love Minish Cap. I do not see enough people talking about this game. Okay, Majora's Mask. That is easily an S tier game. Majora's Mask is so good. All the different, just the side quests and stuff that you can do. You can become a Goron and a Zora and the Deku Scrub, and like it's all so cool, and I love it. Great game, 10 out of 10. Okay, then we got Ocarina of Time. This one is a classic. This was This was the Zelda game that I would say got me into Zelda games. Like, Four Swords was my first, But Ocarina of Time got me into the Zelda series. I don't like it as much as Majora's Mask, though. Which I used to think I liked it more, but I just recently have gone back and played both of them. And there's a lot of just really frustrating things about Ocarina of Time that just, I don't know. But it's still so good. So I don't know whether I want to put it at S or A. I think I'm going to go with S. Yeah. But just no, I don't like it as much as Majora's Mask. Breath of the Wild, that's also an S. That's an easy S for me. That was one of the most fun games I've played in a long time. Just being able to be out in an open world exploring stuff, like, it was great, and I love this game. Very excited for the sequel. Hope we see that soon. Okay, so the Oracle games. I have played both of these, but I've only played both of them halfway through. I will say I love these games. I remember really enjoying these games. I liked them more than A Link to the Past, and I know that has got to be like the biggest hot take in gaming history, but like I love these games. I remember liking Ages more than Seasons. So, but I've never beaten them, so I feel like I can't really give them a fair, because what I'm wanting to do is put Ages at A and Seasons at B, but since I've not finished them, I think it'd be more fair to put Ages at B and Seasons at C. And I hope I don't have those backwards, but I'm pretty sure I remember liking Ages more. Twilight Princess, favorite Zelda game of all time. Like, that just goes all the way to the top for me, and I would move these like that. And yeah, there we go. If I'm putting them in order, it would probably be like that. Same thing with these. Let me put these in order. Do it like this. Come on, come over here. You're in the wrong spot, buddy. Okay, we'll do it like that. That's even easier. Okay. Yeah, no, Twilight Princess is easily my favorite Zelda game. It's got some of my favorite moments in really video games. I love this game, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's my favorite Zelda. There's never going to be a Zelda that can top it, I don't think. Alright, so now we've got A Link to the Past. And I mean, it's just going to go where the other Link to the Past is, right there. But it's going to go one spot lower because it doesn't have 4 swords. That's my logic. Alright, so now we've got Triforce Heroes. Now, I actually did fully complete Triforce Heroes, but I did a lot of that by myself because I didn't have 3 friends. You had to have at least 3 friends to play it. Where you had to have 3 friends. Like, yeah, I don't think you could just play it with 2. That I remember. Maybe you could. I don't know. I don't remember now. But you for sure had to have 3. Like, you couldn't have 4 people because it was Triforce Heroes. And I don't know. Like, playing it mostly by myself wasn't fun. But it would have been like, I don't know. Had I been able to play it with other people, it probably would have been a B. I gotta put it at a C. And I don't think I enjoyed it more than Hyrule Warriors, so we'll put it there. Okay, now Spirit Tracks. Now, I actually really liked Spirit Tracks. I liked Spirit Tracks more than Phantom Hourglass. I don't know if that's like an actual, like if other people feel the same way or not, but I like Spirit Tracks a lot more than Phantom Hourglass. In fact, I just really liked Spirit Tracks as a game, in like period. So I don't know. That's probably like, I'm gonna get so many people mad at me putting Spirit Tracks above Link to the Past, but I feel like this is where I would land with it. Heck, I think I like it more than the original. I think I'm gonna put it right there. That seems like a good spot. Gosh, people are gonna be so mad at me. Okay, Zelda 2, Adventure of Link. I do not like this game at all. I, in fact, hate this game. And I know there's people that like this game, but no, I do not like this game at all. This is probably the only Zelda game on this list that I will say that I hate. I hate this game. Okay, Skyward Sword. This is the most, like, middle-of-the-road Zelda game to me, because there are so many parts of it that are just so good, and so nostalgic too, because it was my third Zelda game. It was the one I played after Ocarina of Time. But there's so many parts of this game that are just so clunky and garbage, and there's a lot of just repeating sections, and oh gosh, no, I am just so split on this game where I would put this. I mean, I know it would be middle of the road here. You know, it would probably be like exactly right there. I think that's where I would put it. I think it's safe. Okay, so now we got Link's Awakening. Now, I really like Link's Awakening. I played the one on the Switch as well, which I think was better than the Game Boy version. But where do I rank this? I've not put hardly anything in A. I just realized, but I don't think I would put Link's Awakening in A. I feel like Link's Awakening would also just go in B. I've got a lot of Zeldas going in B today. But where did I put it? I don't like it more than Ages. I liked Ages more. Do I like it more than Spirit Tracks? I might like it more than Spirit Tracks. I think that's a safe place right there. I think I feel good about that. Alright, Link Between Worlds. I love this game. The only problem that I had with this game was that it was way too easy. I'm pretty sure that was like the only problem I had with this game. I really loved this game. That's definitely going to go in A. I don't think it quite gets up to S tier for me, but I think it can go above Wind Waker because I loved more of that game than I loved Wind Waker. Even though I can recognize Wind Waker is probably the better game, I think I enjoyed Link Between Worlds more, so I'm going to put it there. Now we're down to Phantom Hourglass. I liked this game, but I didn't love this game. My biggest problem was the Temple of the Ocean King. You had to do that over and over and over, and like that was honestly just a game killer for me. So much so that I can't put it in B with Spirit Tracks because Spirit Tracks was so much better. They handled the dungeon you go back to over and over again a lot better. So I'm leaning more towards a C, but like I don't know, I just really didn't like this game, and so I don't know, I'm kind of considering putting it in D, but I don't know, I don't think it deserves to be in D. I don't think it deserves to be in D, but I think right there. I feel good about that, yeah. So there you go. If I was ranking my top Zelda games, I guess this would be my official list at the moment. Yeah, I think that seems about right. That's pretty solid. That's what I would do. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see me rank more video games, or if you want to see me rank these differently, let me know in the comments below what you would like to see. And I'll see you guys next time.